Welcome back, trainers, and in this video we're going to be going over Dynamax Entei and kind of just going over exactly what's going on here as well as the free task. I have a few gripes as far as the task that they're giving us. I know it's going to be free, but there's a couple of things I want to point out here, and then we're going to be going over counters, things that you want to use, and then maybe things that are not exactly going to be super effective if you do not have the counters that we are going to be going over. Very simple video, so let's go ahead and get into this. Hope everybody's having a fantastic day, Easter, or whatever this case may be, 420. All right, so let's go ahead and get into this, see what we have going on here. All right, so this is going to be going down April 26th at 6 a.m. Sorry, until March 27th at 9 p.m. local time. All right, let's keep going here. Bonuses are going to be max particle collection limit is going to be increased to 1,600, 1/4 the adventure distance to receive the max particles. Power spots will refresh more frequently, and then 8 times max particles at the power spots. So that's pretty good there, right? That's just going to be for everybody. You don't have to actually purchase that. The following bonuses will be active April 21st at 6 a.m. until Sunday, April 27th at 9 p.m. local time. 3/4 max particle cost to unlock and powering up max particles as well. So, all right, there you go. Not bad. Max Entei Max Battle Weekend. All right, so there's going to be a free research, and that's exactly what we're going to go over here right now. This will expire. When is this going to expire? Please note that the time research will expire. These tasks associated with the time research must be completed, and their rewards must be claimed before Sunday, April 27th at 9 p.m. local time. All right. All right, now take a look at the task here. Now, this is where it kind of gets annoying for me. I know it's not, I know it's free, I know I'm complaining. So they're going to be hooking you up with a Sobble, right? Which is going to be going finally into Inteleon, which is actually going to be one of the counters you're going to want to use to go up against Entei as of right now with the Dynamax and Gigantamax Pokemon that we currently do have. All right, let's go ahead and go over this. It's just going to be one page. First one is going to be collect 500 max particles for a Dynamax Sobble, and then win a max battle for 50 Sobble candies. Win 3 max battles for 3 quick TMs, catch 5 max Pokemon for 300 max particles, level up a max move 3 times for 300 max particles, and that's the one I find really annoying. I have been powering up things, and there's other things that I could potentially invest in, but these things do get expensive, especially if you have all the ones that you have maxed out, and then you're going to just start investing in random things that you don't really need. I guess you could start investing in things that you could potentially want to power up in the future. But this is where, that's the only complaint I really have, okay? That's not that big of a deal, but that's just personally me. Unlocking a max move doesn't really work every time, right? You have to go even further. Powering a Pokemon up 5 times for 25 Sobble candies, and then power up a Pokemon 10 times for 10 XL candies for Sobble, and then you're going to get 7,500 Stardust and 500 max particles. There you go. That's going to be free for everybody, and that's going to be starting April 21st at 6 a.m. local time for you to start completing, okay? All right, and of course we're going to be seeing Entei, and it can be shiny in these Dynamax raids here. You have to remember you're only going to be able to use 4 people, right? That's 4 people when you go into the Dynamax battles, so you know, choose your people wisely and try to go in there with some counters, and don't pile on to one person's back. I understand not everybody can power everything up, but you know, invest a little bit. Don't just devolve them and leave them at level like freaking 15. Okay. All right, let's go ahead and throw up that video right here. All right, so taking a look at the counters. This is not by order of best to worst or nothing like that. I will go over that here in a little bit. This is just starting by number. So I do have Excadrills, but you have to keep in mind that, well, you're part steel, so you're going to be taking super effective, and I wouldn't say this is necessarily the best counter. Mudshot and Scorching Sands is going to be what you're going to want to use here. I guess you can go with Mud Slap, but I would go with Mud Shot so you can farm up that energy that much faster to use your Dynamax charge move, right? I have 3 of these. I don't think I'm going to be using any of them personally because I do have water Pokemon powered up, and we're going to be taking a look at those here in just a minute. Again, this is just going to be going, this is not even by number actually, this is by combat power, so there's that, okay. One of the best counters for is going to be Kingler. Simple as that. I have one completely maxed out here. You don't have to, well, you should worry about the quick move. Put Bubble on there. It's not going to reflect the Gigantamax charge move because it's already set for water, but you're just going to be able to do that much more damage with bubble, right? And then having Crab Hammer if you want to get off that charge move. And this one isn't the best, but I do have it maxed out completely, so there's that. Inteleon is going to be another one of the good ones here. I was feeling kind of annoyed that I powered this up, thinking, why did I do that? We're going to be getting a Gigantamax one of these in the future, but it's still going to be worthwhile. I do have it completely maxed out. I did use quite a bit of XL candies on this, so I am set up here already. You are going to want to go with Water Gun because its other quick move is going to be Pound. You don't want to use that because it's going to reflect your Dynamax charge move, which is going to be a normal type move, which is neutral damage. You're not even getting stabbed up against Entei, so make sure you do have Water Gun on your Inteleons for the Entei battles. And then we do have Gigantamax Lapras as well, okay? This is not completely maxed out. I do not have enough of XL candies to do that quite now because of the dang using the max move. I had to use those XL candies there. You're going to want to go with Water Gun. You also have the Legacy Ice Shard, Frost Breath, and then the Psychic new move that it does have, but you're going to want to go with Water Gun. You don't really, I mean, it's just super effective, right? It's already set for a water charge move, so keep that in mind. Is it water or is it ice? Pretty sure it's water. All right, then, and we have Blastoise here. Now, this one does have Rollout, which is also going to be super effective to Entei, but you know, it's not going to be the worst thing in the world if you have Rollout on your Blastoise when you're in these battles, but I would recommend just going with Water Gun because you're going to be getting stabbed from that. It's just going to be doing more damage in general, so I recommend doing that. It's not like you're losing a Legacy. You can just TM it later on, right? And then, of course, you do have Gigantamax Blastoise, which is going to be set with a Water Charge move already. Water Gun is probably what you're going to want to use for the quick move here. You don't want to go with Bite. All right, so I need to switch that up. This is the one that I've been powering up. I don't know if I want to continue to do so. I'm not going to use my Blastoise because I don't have necessarily a good one. I got screwed over as far as the Kanto starters, and I went hard on those, and I still didn't get a great one. I have a couple of good ones. I got a decent Charizard and Venusaur, but I didn't even get a shiny. I had to trade for it. Ridiculous. So after this, these are just basically the most solid ones that you're going to want to pick here. But taking a look at the team that I actually... All right, quick little insert here. So I have a new strategy that I'm going to use. I'm going to use my Dynamax Charizard that's completely maxed out, best buddied up as well. I don't think I'm going to equip it. Well, actually, technically, I think I am because I don't think anything else is. So I'll have that one. I'm going to go with the quick move, with the flying quick move. And then I'll use that to kind of just build up the energy. And then when I do have all the energy ready to do a Gigantamax or Dynamax transformation, I'll bring in like Kingdra or Inteleon and then just, you know, hit the Entei with the water moves. And then after that, I'll just bring Charizard back in to kind of just rebuild it up. Once it faints, I'll bring in like Kingler, and then Inteleon will be the last one to be in the battle because despite even taking resisted damage from the potential fire or steel moves that it does have Iron Head, right? You are going to still be taking quite a bit of damage because Inteleon is just a little bit of a squishy Pokemon. Granted, you'll be able to take the hits because you are water. So yeah, Charizard first, Dynamax. You could use an Elite Quick TM to get Dragon Breath, but I'm going to go with the other flying quick move so I don't have to waste an Elite Quick TM because I'm going to be fluctuating that later on. And then just bring in a Kingdra or the Inteleon. So there's that. I don't know if you want to use Lapras, but yeah, I think it is Ice one, now that I think of it. So you could just replace that with like a Blastoise or something like that. Excadrill, not necessarily going to be something that you're going to want to use. You could, but you're just going to be going down really fast by those fire moves. But if that's the only thing that you have, then you'll be all right. Another one that you can use is going to be Dynamax Charizard. You don't want to use, I mean, you could use Wing Attack if you have that Legacy, but it is going to have to be something you're going to have to use an Elite Charge move with. So I would just go with like Wing Attack or the other flying quick move on it, right? And then you'll be able to do flying charge move damage while resisting Entei's moves. Then you have Gengar as well, Shadow Claw, which is just going to be neutral damage. That's just doing a ton of damage in general. And then you also have Zapdos. You can use that as well. You don't want to use Metagross. You don't want to use Double. You could use this one as well. That's going to be a decent one for you. Everything's going to be neutral. It's not going to be super effective. It's just going to be a kind of a powerhouse and also just contributing damage to it. But Inteleon is looking like one of the best, as well as Kingler, okay? So Kingler and Inteleon with Water Gun, okay, because it is going to reflect on its Dynamax charge move, so keep that in mind. But with that said, there you go. Hopefully you're going to be able to take this out with only 4 people. I know it's not going to be impossible, but you have to have something powered up, but yeah, we'll see what happens here. But with that said, if you did enjoy this video, if you can give it a thumbs up, that'd be much appreciated. I better get my things in order here as far as knowing what the dang Gigantamax charged me. If I keep saying Lapras has a water, I'm pretty sure it's ice, okay? So go ahead and leave it in the comments to let me know. And in that case, just use Blastoise or Charizard or something like that, Gengar, or whatever the case may be. But hey, Toxtricity. Thank you for watching. I hope you all have a great day, and I'll catch you all next time. Take care.